President Trump obviously has been cleared of collusion. There was never any collusion. And he's been cleared of obstruction, which was the fake crime they tried to manufacture once they quickly realized, or they knew from the get-go there was no collusion, so they tried to manufacture a fake crime of obstruction. That went nowhere. So the question is, what's going to be done about the corrupt players that abuse their powers to target President Trump and other innocents? And one of the most corrupt of those players, in my view, is former FBI Director James Comey, who was rightly fired by President Trump in 2017. Now, Mr. Comey was an anti-Trumper, it was pretty clear. And after he was fired, his anti-Trumpism reached a fever pitch. And it got so bad that he used memos that weren't his, that were the FBI's, essentially President Trump's FBI files. He leaked them through a friend to the New York Times with the express hope, meaning he said this is why he leaked it, to get a special counsel appointed to target President Trump. Sure enough, a special counsel was appointed by the Justice Department. Rod Rosenstein caved and appointed a special counsel, thanks to these Comey memos being leaked. And the special counsel was Robert Mueller. We all know how that turned out. And Mueller is a friend of James Comey's. You know what was interesting about the Mueller hearing recently? Because the left would have you believe that it was a big lie and conspiracy theory that James Comey and Robert Mueller weren't really friends. They may have worked with each other over the years and been professional colleagues, but they weren't friends. Mueller testified, yes, he was a friend of his. So just remember that fact. So you have this corrupt leaking, theft of documents, it can be argued, leaking of documents. Turns out some of the documents he leaked were almost certainly classified, to get Trump through this special counsel appointment. So all of this confirms the special counsel was and is built on this foundation of corruption. And I've always said, once Mueller learned that this leaking led to his appointment, that was a big test for him in my book. Because if I tell you, if it were me and I found out that there was this arguably criminal act that was calculated to get me my position, I would be like, whoa, you know what? You find some other patsy to do your dirty work for you. I'm not doing it. I'm washing my hands of it. But of course, Mueller was an anti-Trumper too, it's pretty clear. And he was willing to take the corrupt baton handed to him by Comey and harass the president for the next year and a half. So Judicial Watch has been suing in federal court to get access to documents about this Comey corruption, the memos and the handling of them and such. And we've just found, and we've received 6 pages of documents showing that the FBI went over to his home to get government documents, specifically these memos, some of which it looks like were classified. And during the visit, this visit occurred a month after he was fired, so it was June 7th. Comey described to them the memos, said there were memos that were not there, that they did not have either at the FBI or he didn't have. But he didn't talk about his leaking of the memos. And this is important, because when you're not candid with the FBI, you can run into criminal liability.